The F1 2017 career mode here on F1 2017. It is the dawn of a new season, yet we're still with the same team. Yes, we stayed with Williams at the end of the last episode because basically no other teams were of interest to us, which is fine. We bought, as you can see, with the upgrade tree, as it was, the development tree, we bought some huge upgrades for the car recently, over the winter. So, let's look at the chassis. Okay, so we basically bought this one. The fuel tank positioning, which we also got the durability for the energy store. No, obviously, that's fine, we'll get to that at some point. And, of course, the powertrain. We got that one. And that one, and you can see just what it's done for us in powertrain performance comparison. I mean, look at that. We've practically got a quarter of the way to go. We are so far ahead of Mercedes. It's unreal. And it looks like as well, oh, well, this is just powertrain comparison though, I guess. It's not the full comparison, because the full comparison is this. We are now the 5th fastest car there, which is kind of how things were looking at the end of Season 4. Constantly finishing behind the likes of the Red Bulls and the Force Indias, battling with them, taking them on. So we were there. Now, I just... And, ooh, it's changed. Okay. Is this the update for Twitch? I hope so. There we go, we've gone global. Right, let us go to this race, the Australian Grand Prix. Last time out it was
just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for.
It was bad. It was bad. We really well. We were it's already buffering, so I'm gonna knock down the quality to 360p. Unfortunately, it's just one of them things. But yes, we begin Season 5, and we're starting in P10, I think. I think it's P10. It's either P10 or P9. I can't remember. It was a wet qualifying session. I don't feel like I managed to get the best out of the car. I think I was still getting used to the conditions. The last season's title rivals, first and second, are they about to just let out again? I'll tell you what, though, Lewis Hamilton, like, they're covered by less than a tenth of a second. You don't really see that in Formula 1. That is awesome. And you just saw there, we're 9th, our teammate, down in 16th place. Like I say, with all the upgrades that we've got on this car, you'd really think that, you know, I don't know, and already a penalty for Verline. He must have held someone. I mean, the Sabers are usually at the back anyway, so it makes no difference. Is there any rain? No, there isn't.
So try to keep it tidy.
Start that. The lights countdown for the first race of the season. Let's go! Oh, that was a decent issue still already been had by the Haas of Grosjean. Oh, already been hit. Far too cautious there. This is the corner we tend to make positions, and we've gone down of Grosjean, and he's still there. Sod.
Okay, we're half phase. Now let's build.
And Grosjean, Ocon's made a mistake. Am I in a Haas? Yes, I am. I'm in a Haas sandwich. No. Don't. For once, I'm going to have the speed here. That's no rain in this race, guys, so do it ourselves. Looking at the Force in position, and Ricardo, I think, got them. So we're back into 9th place inside. Oh, this is where we a couple of times. Well, that is our first incident last season into the back of Hamilton. And piece of our front wing, Bottas, leads the beginning race. try and go for the move on into this heavy zone. He leaves the door open for Kit. They move up P8. Good start, can't complain. This track is you ride the curbs so much because it is a street circuit part. Oh, there's one corner cut. Turned in early. That's going to be a problem. Going to be a hindrance of the day. Oh my god. Wide at the penultimate corner. Get the power down quite. That does the new fastest lap of the race. Hamilton does. We don't quite do that. We went wide at the corner. Not gonna. So if we can stick with these guys, we can get DRS. But that's can we do that? At the end of this race, I should be able to buy a chassis upgrade. So we just need to get into a rhythm. 50 laps around this circuit. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Just absolutely blitzed that corner like it was no tomorrow. That's the only thing I'm using flashbacks for, corner cuts, because, like I say, it's a hindrance. We're 3 seconds ahead of... Yeah, had to lift. But we get DRS. DRS is basically the drag reduction system. Ooh, new fastest lap. Sweet. Drag reduction system that basically opens up a little flap at your car and allows you to go at least miles an hour quicker than the car in front. You've got to be within a second of the car in front in order to use it at that point of the track. Like I said, we made it around there last season. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. I think we finished P13 last season. I don't want that this time. I want us to finish, you know, quite high up. I think Bottas at the minute is holding everyone up, or at least someone is. Because I just saw a flash of both Ferraris. Getting caught in that dirty air. Oh, hello. What's happened? Have a look. Something's gone on up ahead. FIFA Norway, welcome to the stream, buddy. It's good to see you again. Right, let's have a look. So Bottas is there. So it's Raikkonen who's in second now, actually. Now, does someone lose it or anything? Let's have a look. Something happens. It's Max. Oh, it's Max retiring. Oh, Max Verstappen's retiring from the Grand Prix of Australia. And Red Bull once again start off with yet another failure. You'll be happy to know, FIFA Norway, that Vettel is now on my career mode. He won the championship yet again for Ferrari. He won it quite convincingly, actually, because Bottas had a poor last race of the season. What's the gap between? We're 4.5 ahead of Ocon. We're actually pulling away. I like this. Now we've got to get to lap 16 on these tyres. Now all our tyres would have been fresh because, of course, we qualified on intermediates. Right, a new fastest lap, 28.0. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's not that much quicker than what we've done. Minute just can't do anything about Perez. Oh, Perez darting about a little bit there. That's going to really cost him here. Because I am no stranger to forcing someone wide, and Perez sealed his own death warrant there. We move up to P6 behind Daniel Ricciardo, the local hero. Why is it we always seem to have good fights with the local heroes? It's happened quite a lot. That's it, guys. If you're watching me for the first time, I can't be as energetic as I would like to be, just simply because my missus is in bed and she's trying to get to sleep. Let's have a look. Yeah, Vettel can win. He's done really well. But we are a beast in a straight line. Our is absolutely amazing, and I'm hoping it can bring us fortune around high-speed circuits. Just need to improve the aerodynamics of the car now. Only thing that's hindering this car at the minute. Aerodynamics and chassis. Oh, for God's sake, when did I get that first bloody warning? Because apparently I'm... Right, let's try that again. Try and take the corner without receiving the wrath of the gods. Now Ricciardo, we know he's in the Red Bull Renault, and of course that means he has a much less he has basically an underpowered engine compared to us. So we need to get close and then nail him as soon as we can. Do get DRS as well. Keeping Perez at an arm's length for the minute, which is good. So we need to clear Ricciardo as soon as possible. He's done what Perez did a couple of laps ago. We are much closer to Ricciardo this time. Look at that. We're going to easily be able to make a move on him. But Ricciardo does go a lot later on the brakes than Perez did. But we get the move done and we're up into P5. Hamilton on the super soft. Interesting. How far will they be going on them tyres? And we've got basically 8 laps to go before we make our pit stop. Oh, I just got a whole load of oversteer going through that corner, forced us wide. Gap's 4.1 between ourselves and Hamilton. Don't know how that wasn't a penalty. Let's have a look. What's being said? Like I said, guys, if you like what you're seeing, do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content that will be coming your way. I said tomorrow night we will have the Chinese Grand Prix. Right, so we've got a nice 1.4 second gap over Ricciardo. The 2 Mercedes and the 2 Ferraris are all running line astern at the minute. Just need to use our supreme speed at the minute to do something about these guys. And we've lost 2 tenths because we went wide. At least we've got fresh air, so if we make a mistake it's going to be our fault. This time we get the final corner right.
Next car is 4 seconds ahead. 4 seconds.
So what was the gap? 4.2. What is it now? 4.1. Gap's coming down slowly. Just like I said, we need to make no mistakes.
5 seconds.
4.7? How the hell did we lose 6 tenths of a second? And the final. Oh, Raikkonen leads. Raikkonen's got ahead of Bottas.
Okay, gap to leader. 5.5 seconds.
Oh, that's it. If Ferrari have turned up the wick, then Mercedes are in trouble. Oh, Vettel! Vettel must have locked up. He's down in 4th. this is probably the stage of the race now where Hamilton's tyres will be a lot fresher than Vettel's. Raikkonen saw 126.6. That is how much quicker he is than Valtteri Bottas. What do we do? 128.8, so we're 2.2 seconds a lap slower. What is our fuel? We're 1.2. I think we may be able to use rich mix the lap before and the lap after we pit. So not used to being able to keep up with these guys. We get such poor traction all the time coming out of that corner. That hinders us. It really does hinder us.
The gap behind us is 3.2 seconds.
Pits? Nope. Yeah, we're losing time now, as expected. We don't quite have the performance of the Ferraris and the Mercedes. Around this track anyway. I believe we'll have an invitational event after this race as well. Perez is up to 6th. Perez has dispatched Ricciardo. Struggling for grip. Oh, 45%. There's no reason why we should be struggling this much, but we are. Varandil! Welcome to the stream, Varandil, mate. I hope you're well.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Don't know what it is. I can't slow down into turn 1. I'm struggling. Perez is quite comfortably quicker than us at the minute. Gap 1.8 seconds, yeah, he's quite easily reeling us in at the minute. So I'd imagine we'd be able to fend Perez off, because like I say, our engine is so much stronger than everyone else's at the minute. Everywhere else, we struggle. It's been a feature of the Williams car for the last 3 years. Now, has Ricciardo pitted? I think he might have. Yeah, I think Ricciardo's pitted early. There we go, took turn 1.
Gap to car in front is 7.4 seconds.
I believe we're pitting at the end of the next lap. Right, Perez is going to be an absolute pain in my arse. Here we go.
Your pit window is now open.
So this has to be a decent-ish lap. So we've got Perez who's putting us under constant pressure at the minute. How is he catching me?
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
Vettel pits. Perez doesn't. Oh, come on, I slowed down, it went green. Yeah, it's alright. There we go, at least that time we slowed it down. Really annoys me when that happens.
Release.
2.4 seconds. I think we're quite comfortably going to come out in front of Magnussen, but where's Ricciardo? The undercut's not worked for him.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. Receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
Oh, there's Ricciardo.
Into the track.
About 32? Is that the plan? It is. So Ricciardo is the only Red Bull left in this race after the early retirement of Max Verstappen. The inside of Magnussen. Oh, there's Perez. Oh, Perez and Ricciardo come out side by side. Ricciardo wins.
Felipe in the pits. Felipe has pitted. The gap to the car ahead is 10.0 seconds.
So we've got a long way to go before we can start challenging the Ferraris. China might be a good place. Car in the pits, it's Ocon. Number 27.1.
Okay, distance to teammate 37.2 seconds.
So that's about half a second off Kimi Räikkönen's fastest lap time, which is probably where we're at the minute. Ricciardo's starting to reel us in again. Let's have a look. Hope you're all enjoying this so far. Raikkonen at the minute in a league of his own. Oh, we're in the 26s. Yay, but it's not where we need to be.
Our gap to the car in front is 11.2 seconds.
Okay, so Vettel didn't... It's this middle sector here where we struggle. It's this corner I reckon we're losing all the time. Well, they lost 3 tenths to Vettel that time, but Ricciardo got us by 2 tenths. Obviously Ricciardo being pushed and harried by the Force India of Sergio Perez. We improve once again. Slightly wide coming off the first corner. It does seem to be a theme at the minute. At some point, guys, I will get like a cam or something so you can see how much concentration is needed for a game like this. That's them back at work now as well. I love the sun glare. The sun glare is awesome. But yeah, we're back at that stage now, guys. I'm back at work now, so that means if I don't manage to get online for like 10:30 or whatever, then I won't be streaming, just simply because I need to be in bed by like 12, half 12. Because I get up at 6 in the mornings anyway. Obviously, tomorrow I am out the door at 10 to 7. Laps to go on this stint.
Okay, gap ahead is 13.8 seconds. Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
To wheel in the gravel, we've lost some time around here. Yeah, we're going to lose quite a bit of time actually. It's going to be about 14 seconds, which it is, and the gap's going to be about 3.3, which it's not, it's 3.7. So we lost 2 tenths to Ricciardo on that lap, due to a very, very scruffy final sector. So P5 is where we need to aim for this season in a lot of races, just so we can say we're best of the rest. Perez is past Ricciardo. That was 4.6 seconds, so Ricciardo held him up. Leader's coming up against back markers already. Well, when I say leader, it's probably leader. Yeah, well, that's it. You would probably see me lean through corners because I do that. Which I think is quite cool. 42.8 seconds in front of Massa. We have absolutely left him in the dust. He's still using last year's car.
Gap to car in front is 16.1 seconds.
Oh. Again, a very scruffy end to the lap. Hamilton down to 4th, so Hamilton's pitted. Why is the gap? You know, only 9.7. He's lost 5 seconds. Yo, it's gone up. Perez reeling us in once again. Gap 11.4, so Hamilton must have just made a mistake somewhere. So he will be setting off after Vettel now. Tell you what, this is difficult. That's it. That's it. On the other hand, I got this in my head, trying not to mess up because we basically finished 13th here last season. Lap 26, so we've still got 6 laps before we can pit. On the other hand, Ricciardo's pitted.
The gap to the car ahead is 13.2 seconds.
And we use Rich Mix to defend from Perez. I think we can afford to burn it off because we do seem like we're gaining fuel quite nicely. Our fuel consumption is quite good. We're doing 25 fours while I'm doing... Let's have a look. What am I doing exactly? 27.6s and 2.2 seconds slower. .30 laps to go of this Australian Grand Prix. The story of the race so far is we had a very poor I wouldn't say we had a poor start, we just had a cautious start. And then we basically worked our way up to this position. And it seems like midway through the stint the tables turn and the cars behind me start going quicker than me. Perez is now within striking distance of us. We went wide, it's going to hamper us. We had a good battle with Perez last time out of the Australian Grand Prix. You can see already, ooh, Perez, for a minute I thought he was going to go up my inside. Not going to be happy about that, considering the amount of gains we've made over in the engine department. Come on, Verline, let us through.
Raikkonen's the race leader.
What are you doing? I mean, I tell you what, Verline has this thing where he's just automatically attracted to us. He'll try it and take us out.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
And we've probably lost a lot of time to Danny Ricciardo for that. Get to minus 50, then, well, minus 0.50, then I'll knock it back into standard mix. But until then, I'm using whatever little bit of energy I've got left to defend from Sergio Perez. This is 5th place. I don't want to give it up. How long it will be before. I wonder if we will lap our teammate in this race. Last time that happened, we were running second at Monza. You all know what happened there. pitting at the end of the next lap. Try and close down on Stoffel Van Dorn whilst keeping Perez at bay. I do think as well we're going to come out behind Daniel Ricciardo.
Pit window is open. The pit window is open.
Someone's out. Oh, well, there we go. It's a McLaren Honda.
Green flag.
Not gonna lie, part of me was hoping it would be Sergio Perez.
Okay, we're ready for you. Box this lap.
Basically a pit stop behind Hamilton now as well. In the pits we are. Such realism in this game is it's unreal.
Complete. Go now.
Oh, Ricciardo's on ultras, so Ricciardo's definitely pitting again, and he is going to get the jump on us. There he goes.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
That should be us now for the next 25 laps.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Fuel is at target minus.
So I do believe that the usage of the ultra soft tyre around here is completely and utterly pointless.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds.
Right, now we can recover some fuel.
So the gap to our teammate is 24.7 seconds.
It was 24.7 seconds between our
Felipe is
teammate.
pitting now. Felipe is in the pits.
Can't believe the gap we've pulled on Magnussen though. think we've got Perez. Yes, we have, as we do 26.4.
He's in the pit lane now.
Perez 2 is going to the end of the race. Getting so warm. Let's get this dressing going off. Raikkonen does a 25.1. Ridiculous pace from Raikkonen, just absolutely nothing. And the good thing is as well, Perez, once again, reeling us down.
It is 5.3 seconds.
For the minute, he's yet to find his feet, although that will come to him pretty quickly. Holy crap, have you seen the gap, Perez? Gap between ourselves and Perez is 2.6 seconds. Ricciardo, I think we're slowly making ground on him, but he has to pit again. He's got to put on the super soft tyres, which is the tyres that we're on now. At the minute, he's on the ultra softs, which is the softest compound that Pirelli do. But I still don't agree with used around here. Keep this car pointing in the right direction, that's all we need to do. I feel like this has been a punter lap, but we still go quicker, just gapped down to 4.9, so we're not letting Ricciardo get away exactly. We are pushing quite hard to try and catch him. 20 laps. In the final quarter of this race now. And that is where Raikkonen is. It's 124.8! Jeez Louise, man!
Gap to car in front is 5.7 seconds.
When will the next co-op with POS be? To be honest, man, I have no idea. I mean, we have basically put the co-op on the back burner at the minute just because we've been busy in other projects. Like I say, I mean, once I get to Silverstone, I'll be halfway through this career mode, which is insane. Not like the season that I'm in. The actual career mode, which is insane when you think about it. Considering the game's only been out, what, 3 months? And the aim is by March, or something like that, we could have the career done. But I will talk to POS FIFA, and I will say that I will let him know that at some point we do need to bring back the career mode, because we were talking about it actually the other day. So it does need to happen. Here comes Perez once again. So we'll get a chassis up for this race and we'll have it for the next race in China. Ricardo's in the pits. We are 31.9 seconds behind Sebastian Vettel. Ricardo's in the pits. Ricardo's in the pits. Ricky's in the pits. Right, so now we're chasing down Pascal Wehrlein, a guy who, during the course of this career mode, has retired us from a race twice. We were teammates at Sauber, at the Hungarian Grand Prix, going down to turn 1. We were actually racing each other because I was struggling around there because of how rubbish the Sauber is. And yeah, we tangled, and I was thrown into the wall. Out of the race. Was season 3 at Silverstone. Season 3 at Silverstone, was looking to lap him, and yeah, we ended up being look at each other. Got Perez, not as much as I'd like. What are the chances of that? So now we've got to spend 18 laps with this Joe Perez versus Perez, and probably the longer we hold him up for, the more that his teammate's going to catch him, and then Ricardo's going to catch him. The worst we could do from this race is 8th, provided we don't lose a winglet or anything like that and have to force a wing change. Had to stay defensive then. So we're taking steps now to improve this car. That is the aim, that is what we want.
Raikkonen is now the race leader.
Right, so Raikkonen is the race leader. Hamilton's dropped down to 4th.
To the car in front is 26.3 seconds.
Perez is going to try and get us down into turn 1. It's getting bigger. So I'm certainly not afraid to close up on him. Palmer down in 16th. Ah, Perez got through as well.
Out in front.
Seems to be happening quite a lot, running wide at that penultimate corner. Now I've let you had a few laps of riding around there. So we've basically got to stay in front of Perez now. It's proving difficult, and Perez does seem quicker than me going through, well, basically coming up the back of the lake. Now, various career modes on this game as well, I have had collisions going through that section. Don't really want the same here.
30.2 seconds.
Getting caught on the curve. Can't quite get the turning angle right. Perez going down the outside. Our DRS is gone as well. I thought someone else had retired. Even if Vettel... Oh, Hamilton's passed Vettel, so either Vettel's pitted, which I doubt, or Hamilton's actually made a move on the German. Not long to go this race now, guys. It's been quite entertaining. I mean, if I wasn't as tired, we'll probably go into things in a bit more detail. But basically, we've had to hold off Perez, and so far we've done that. It's this part of the track here, though, where Perez just seems to have the measure over us. And as you can see, we're back into the green, which is good. I hate to say what I've noticed, but Jolyon Palmer has not left Perez. Palmer's a lap down on us, yet he's still there. Wow, my vision actually went blurry going through there then. That Perez up my inside. Just about get away with that. So a bit of a bump on Sergio. This is a bit of a fixer-upper. Now Vettel's pitted. Vettel's pitted again because the gap's 14.9 seconds. Not due to make a pit stop, are we? We've got no DRS as well. Be quite cautious through there then. Wasn't quite sure whether Perez had his nose in.
Raikkonen's the race leader.
Someone in the pits. So much for our clear advantage over a straight. That's really not noticeable. It should be, basically, when they're coming down the straight and they've got the DRS lap open, it should be even, because we're considerably quicker. Perez really putting me under some serious pressure here.
Gap to car in front is 17.2 seconds.
So I don't need to worry about the cars in front, I just need to worry about the cars behind. F.I.A. 35%. Shouldn't be that bad. Is that the other Renault Hulkenberg? If that's the case, then Renault really had a shocking race here today. Sergio's down my inside this time. See, there's Perez. So Ocon and Ricciardo behind. I can't be sure.
19.3 seconds.
So in season 1 we finished in P16 here. In season 2, I believe you got 13th. Season 3, did we crash out in season 3? I don't think we did. I think I may have crashed out. I'll look at the career thing after the race, but like I said, we're down now into single figures for how many laps are left of this Grand Prix. 9 to be exact, as we come towards the end of lap 49 and start lap 50. But very wide. Really wide there. Perez. That's what I do, I force them wide, that's how I defend. Do the Schumacher squeeze. We can do this, we can do this.
Our gap to the car in front is 21.
Oh, for God's sake. Not when we do that. Not when we do that. Wow, I need to stop playing around. What do you mean you need to stop playing around just because I'm in Season 5? Like I say, Wazbek, you're on the Xbox. I took a screenshot last night of what my engine is like in the development tree. If you find it, you'll be able to see just what my engine is like, although you wouldn't think it considering we're still struggling to get away from these guys. Well, that's probably because aerodynamically this car is shite. Yep, Ocon and Ricciardo are coming. Just saw a flash of them coming around the final corner. This is going to become a 4-car battle.
Raikkonen's in first place.
Raikkonen leads. Not that far behind, but I don't think he's close enough to try and put a lap on us. The pace of that Ferrari is once again frightening. I hate that S section. No matter what, I can never get it right in this game. Yeah, that's fine. I was basically saying, if you look on the Xbox and your feed, if you can find something from like 20 hours ago from me, basically posted a I took a screenshot of what my powertrain now looks like. Six laps to go. Ricardo's past Ocon. Ricardo was zooming up the back of that Renault then, so Ricardo obviously on the much fresher tyres compared to all of us. Where was it now? There was a track where I was on course for a podium and I lost it because I went wide. I'm trying to figure out now where that was.
Okay, gap ahead is 24.9 seconds.
Bugging me, I can't remember. Five laps. There's Ricardo. There's Ocon. This is definitely going to become a four-car battle. Quite a few cars behind us now. Oh, just we're trying too hard. You'd think they'd be wins, but you never know. Baku especially. Monza, there is. I mean, if we're still at Williams, come Monza, there is no reason why we shouldn't take that. Spa, I don't know about that. We always seem to crash out at Blanchimont. 3 years in a row we've crashed out there.
Gap to car in front is 27.4 seconds.
I'm at the front of the queue now. considering last season we had 2 wing changes and finished P13, this is going to become a welcome result, providing we stay where we are. And I've just noticed that Ricciardo has passed Perez. I say the guy who's on much fresher tyres is now in P6.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, we ran deep. Now we need to be smart about this and try and back Ricciardo back into the Force India. To run rich mix again, I think we're going to be okay.
We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. The gap to the car ahead is 31.6 seconds.
Someone's retired. And it's Kevin Magnussen. Oh, and I think he's retired from being inside the points as well. What a shame for the Dane.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, it looks like he's just pulled off the circuit, so his car has failed on him. It's our 3rd retirement of the day. We've had Max Verstappen who retired out on lap 4. Who else did we have out? So we've got Magnussen,
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Verstappen. Who the hell was the 3rd car? Oh, Ricciardo's up my inside. Oh, Ricciardo! Oh, what's he done?
Alright, sir, we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be...
Why did he do that? Absolute joke. He's here in Australia, and now do I? I've got an idea. Obviously, P5 has gone. Ricciardo has robbed P5 from us. Okay. I think we may have to settle for P8.
flag.
There we go. Raikkonen's on his final lap. There, Raikkonen wins the first race of the season. We get P6.
Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
It's P6. Obviously, I can be happy with that. But we were almost robbed by Danny Ricciardo.
A great win then for the Maranello team today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today.
We were Kimi Raikkonen wins an absolute dominant performance from the Finn.
You can capitalize on other people's
He
errors
overhauled
without making them
Vettel
your
in the
own.
penultimate race of the season last time out to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He started 2021 the way he ended 2020. The 43-year-old Finn showing he's lost none
Fantastic win for Ferrari.
of his desire to become Formula 1 world champion. Yeah, so I was offline as well, so I'm not saying I'm totally innocent. But, like I said, I had a feeling Raikkonen was not that far away, so I managed to at least get him through. But guys, this has been your classification then for this Australian Grand Prix. Kimi Raikkonen wins by 14.8 seconds in front of Valtteri Bottas. And then you've got Lewis Hamilton in third. He finishes up the podiums. Vettel fourth, a poor race from the German. Perez fifth, inherits fifth after our collision with Daniel Ricciardo. We get P6, lucky enough it's P6 and not P8. Could have been so much worse, it really could have. Ocon, 7th, Daniel Ricciardo, the bastard, in 8th. Felipe Massa in 9th, so it's a double points finish for Williams. And Grosjean in 10th. So we have Nico Hülkenberg 11th, Carlos Sainz 12th, Kvyat 13th, Palmer 14th, Magnussen in 15th, Fernando in 16th, Pascal Wehrlein in 17th, and Magnussen DNF. That was the other one. It was Kevin Magnussen. Oh no, it's Magnussen, Van Dorn. Yeah, he peeled off right in front of us, didn't he? The championship standings, of course, are as the race finished. The constructors, however, Ferrari have a 4-point lead over Mercedes, Force India are 3rd, and Williams are 4th in front of Red Bull. I think we're in more of a position this season to fight Red Bull. Now, do we have an invitational event? I think we do. First race of the season always tends to be that way. Thank you very much, FIFA. It was good, but it could have been better. Could have been better. We just lost complete pace during that race. Let's have a look. Yep. And we do get the invitational event, so we'll do Pursuit in the 2007 Ferrari, and we are also going to buy, because let's have a look. Yeah, the powertrain's on 9, so we could, oh no. I want to go back in the laptop. I want to purchase. No, usually I think it is after the second race. But usually, it starts off at the first race of the season. There we go. That's our first upgrade of the season. Should put us in front of Toro Rosso. Finally, we can get off the bottom of the chassis board. Aerodynamics, we are a long way. Our aerodynamics are shocking compared to everyone else. Even Sauber are better. Remember how bad that was. Let's give you some action now in a 2007 Ferrari. Whoa, there's a notification bell. Achievement completed, who watches the watches? Ah, thank you.
Here we are then, the calm before the storm, as we wait for this field of iconic cars to burst into life for the historic invitational event today. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to be here and welcome along to all of you at home as well. So grab a cup of tea and get
So we're at
ready
Bahrain
as our
soon as well.
competitors make their
That'll be
final preparations.
Friday's race. And it's go, go, go! Much noisier these cars. I'll tell you what, I would have loved to have driven these cars. Closest that obviously we got was the F1 2006 game. Obviously the cars weren't that much different. We chase Mikowski, who is in the 95 Ferrari, which won the 95 Canadian Grand Prix with Jean Alesi. His one and only Grand Prix victory. There's the 92 Williams, which won obviously the 92 World Championship with Nigel Mansell. Actually, not that bad car to drive. I remember when I was part of an F1 league, there was about 5 of us racing around Spa in these, and we actually came home in 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was a really good race. Chase after the McLaren Honda as well. Look how slow that car is. Past the Honda. That was very nicely done. China, our next race. I'm hoping for a bit more pace this time. But we started the season so much better than we did last season. Last season we got P13 in Australia. This season we got P6. So we've got off to pretty much a perfect start. Just got to keep upgrading the car, getting faster, get more positions, and give Red Bull and Force India a run for their money. Do we get the new part? Yes, we do.
Hey, good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
Well, it's a chassis upgrade, so we needed it. There we go, new part fitted, the weight redistribution plank. The positioning of the plank can be modified slightly in order to achieve the optimum weight distribution. So the improvement is by 9%. It's a minor upgrade and the area progress is 4 out of 7. So let's have a look, let's see what that's done for us. Oh wow, we've actually jumped 2 positions. We're now above Haas and Toro Rosso. Sweet. We're no longer at the bottom. Life is good. But our next upgrade now that I'm going to go for is that one. That is our next upgrade. We can start working on the aerodynamics of this car. It really needs it because, as you can see, we are shocking. That is bad for the amount of upgrades that we've got compared to where we are on the chart. It's a joke. But guys, this is going to bring this stream to an end. Thank you very much for watching tonight. I really do appreciate it. FIFA Norway, welcome back. Verandil, always a pleasure to have you around. Guys, hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content that'll be coming your way. Tomorrow night will be the Chinese Grand Prix, where we do have a good, pretty good record around there, and with, you know, a lot more straight line speed this season. Perhaps we can better our results that we've, well, possibly get a new personal best result around there. Who knows? Maybe a podium, you never know. Subscribe to the YouTube page as well, which is also RaroChan89, so you can catch up with seasons 1, 2, 3 and 4. I will upload these videos at some point, just a question of when. And guys, take care, enjoy your night, and like I say again, thank you very much for watching tonight. It means the world to me. We'll see you very soon for the Chinese Grand Prix at the Shanghai International Circuit. Take care guys, and all the best.